Hi everyone. Welcome to this week's EQ and You. I'm happy to be here. And I am Debra. I am a dosage specialist at Equilibria. And I'm going to be talking to you today about our Relief Balm. And so I'm going to be talking to you about it, but I'm also going to be demonstrating my favorite way of using it. So I encourage you, if you have Relief Balm handy, feel free to go get it. And you can be joining me on the tips that I'm going to be sharing. So let's get, you know what? Before we get started, I have a request. I'd love for you, since I'm sharing my favorite way of using it, if you want to put in the comments how you love to use your Relief Balm, because there are a host of ways to use this product. And I love sharing with our members. That's how we're going to learn. And that's why we're here. So yeah, feel free to share in the comments and have your Relief Balm handy to use while I'm talking. And then before I get started, I do have an exciting announcement that I want to share. We do have a Summer of Self kit that does contain a mini Relief Balm. So that's really exciting. It's the first time we've had a mini Relief Balm. And there are 3 products actually in the Summer of Self kit. And so it's a mini Relief Balm, a mini energizing roller, and a mini summer sorbet flavored daily drops. And you can get that if you purchase $70 or more. And it is a $45 value. So it's a great, great, and it comes in a little pouch so that you can just bring it with you this summer wherever you go. And you can learn more about that on our website. And I know that Coco was just doing an IG live, and she was talking about it as well. So you can get information from there. So let me get started on the Relief Balm. So this is our signature topical product. It is really popular. It's one of my favorites. And, just like we have receptors inside of our body that work to, when we take CBD, and it goes into those receptors, it works to balance our body inside. We also have receptors in our skin and that CBD can soak into. So that's why a topical can be very helpful for various issues. So it can soak into the skin if you have any skin irritation issues, and it also soaks into the tissue. So if you have any muscular issues, those are the ways in which a topical, can be used. And really, what you want to do is look at it's for targeted areas. So any targeted skin issues or targeted tension, that's where you want to apply it, because that is where it is going to be soaking into. And there are 3 main ways in which you can use a topical. One is if you have a long-standing issue that you're dealing with, you want to be using it daily, because on a daily basis, it's gonna, just like daily drops you take every day, your daily soft gel you take every day, think of it as the daily Relief Balm. That's how I think of it. And that's how I use it on a daily basis. And I'll get to why a little bit later. Hello everyone. It's so nice to see all of you joining. Thank you so much. So anyway, another way, the second way, is for just acute issues, like something that just comes up that you need some type of relief for. Like, it's summer now, and I just started biking, and which has been really fun, just like everybody else. Everyone's getting their bikes out and biking, but then suddenly I started waking up in the early hours of the morning with Charlie horses, in my legs, and my legs are like, what are you doing to me, right? You're suddenly working me more. And then that part of my leg would be sore during the daytime. So I would just put it on that part of my leg. and get really good relief from that. And then another way to use it is proactively. So if you know that you're going into a situation like that is going to be maybe discomfort inducing to your body, you can proactively apply it. So say you're going to go hiking for the day, and you can apply it to your feet before, in the morning, before you put on your shoes or your hiking boots, whatever you're wearing. And then when you come home, you may not feel, your feet may not be as sore. And then you can also apply it, of course, after, when you get home from hiking. But so those are like the three main ways. So now I want to talk about the ingredients. So every ingredient in this product was chosen for its anti-inflammatory and soothing properties. And it's a great recipe, I feel like. The ingredients are fabulous, every one of them. So the three base ingredients are our full spectrum hemp flower oil, coconut oil, and then shea butter. So it really has this great consistency. Here's another tip. Every single time I open it, I smell it, okay? Because the other ingredients in this product are, and this is what it looks like. This is a brand new one that I opened up for y'all to see, because my other one here, I have another one, I've been using every day, and it's almost out. So I thought I would just start with a new one to show y'all. It's a nice yellow kind of gold color. So the scent is a combination of lavender, arnica, menthol, eucalyptus, and rosemary. And all of them, like I said, have anti-inflammatory properties. The scent alone, this is a tip, when I'm applying it, which I do apply every day, I try and keep it handy instead of setting it down. I used to set it down. I used to take some and set it down. And then I realized, wait a minute. This is a fabulous product that is a mind-body experience. The aromatherapy from those essential oils, just take a really good deep inhale, and it already starts to relax me, because when I'm applying it, the way I'm applying it is because I have tension in my body. And that's because my mind has been thinking a lot about a lot of things. I've been busier than usual. That's when my muscles tense. And so my mind needs to calm down as well as my body. And so think about when your mind gets some calming sensation, then your body follows. So that's where you can be smelling, you can be inhaling this as I'm talking to you, okay? So let's get to, like I said, I'm going to demonstrate. So I have been dealing with managing fibromyalgia for, more than 10 years now. And when I, met Equilibria and found out about the products, I definitely just fell in love with the Relief Balm, because my muscles, for me, fibromyalgia is all I get tension, really intense tension in my neck, in my shoulders, and of course everything is connected. And so then it goes up, and then I'll have a headache, and it'll get to the point where actually my eyes are throbbing because I'm in so much discomfort. And so I really need to use it daily. So the way I use it is, and the way we recommend is, start off with a pea-size amount. So the size of my purple fingernail is a good judgment there. So I'm just going to take that. It's going to cover, there you go. And I'm going to put it on the side of my neck, and I'm just going to rub it in. Okay. So a pea-size amount, for me, I'm rubbing it on this side of my neck, and it's going to also go to the back of my neck. There's going to be enough, because I do this every day, to cover the back of my neck, as well as, like I said, the side of my neck. I even go right up to under my ear, and then my shoulder, the back here. So this is going to give you a good idea about how far does a pea size amount go? It really, it just, look at that. It's just like, it's very easy. I just glide. It's not greasy, but it's really easy to just kind of, massage in. And I encourage you to do that. Massage it in as you're doing it. Oh, and remember to do those inhalations because it's only going to help. It's only going to help. Relax because it starts with your mind and then goes to your body. Okay. So I do one side and then I do the other side. Okay. It soaks in for the first 10 to 30 minutes. And then depending on the issue that you are dealing with, I even will rub some down here. Okay. So depending on the issue that you are dealing with, it can, the relief can last anywhere from, 3 to 6 hours. Definitely apply as needed. Definitely when I'm having a full blown tension flare, I'm applying it much more. I'm applying it throughout the day. I have it right next to me while I'm working. It's sitting at my desk. I'm doing that in conjunction with taking a dropper of oil, especially if I'm having a flare. They go together. This is working from the outside in, like the drops are working from the inside out. And so together you're going to get more benefit if you use them together. And then whatever you have left, I encourage you to rub that into your hands. Don't wash it off. Don't wipe it off. You want to use every ounce, every little bit of this because it's so helpful. It's helpful for dry hands, and cuticles. You can rub it into your cuticles. And then I have a couple tips if you do have tension like I do in your neck and your shoulders, I encourage you to enlist your loved ones, okay? Bring this relief balm to someone you love and say, you know what? I'd really love a neck massage right now. Self-care is great. Obviously, I can apply it myself. But, it's nice if you are feeling discomfort, it's nice to have somebody else help you out. And then you can say, I'll help you out. What do you need? Are your feet sore? I can give you a foot massage. Just share the wealth, okay? That's always a good thing to do, okay? And then also another tip is if you get a massage, you can bring it along with you and ask them if they can use it, especially on targeted areas. So I recommend that. I've heard many people do that, and people are definitely happy to do that. And so some additional uses for it, like the sore muscles, like I have with the fibro, but you may just sitting at a desk all day, you may find yourself scrunching like this. A lot of people do that, or lower back. Feel free to apply it. A lot of people really do get good benefit from, especially a lot of us are on computers. A lot of us are doing Zoom calls, just use it as needed. Also jaw tension. I know I'm talking to a lot more members about jaw tension. I think a lot of people are doing this. That's what I've been told. During a pandemic, we've been in a pandemic and there has been a lot more tension in our lives. So you can definitely rub it right here on your jaw, and people definitely are getting good results. Another way to use it is on your abdomen. If you have cramps, feel free to apply where you're feeling the cramps, where you're feeling discomfort. And then a little tip is to put a towel over and then a heating pad. And I know it's summer and it's hot, but most likely you all have some air conditioning going on if you're in a really hot area. But just put a heating pad over it. And then lay down and give yourself some TLC. Take a dropper of oil or, use a rapid calming melt and just let yourself relax and let this soak in and help soothe the discomfort that you are feeling. Now, it's summer. And so there are a lot of ways to use it during summer. You can use it on sunburn. You can use it on itchy mosquito bites. I've used it on a bee sting, and it really did help alleviate like what I was feeling with that bee sting. Many of us are more active. Like I said, I just started biking again. So if you're hiking or biking or walking or whatever, think about those things and where your muscles, you might want to use it before you exercise so that your muscles are already kind of loosened up. And afterward, if you maybe overdid it a little bit, or you just, want your muscles to relax. So before and after exercising. Also, many of us are going back in, the world is opening up. So people are going back into the office. Maybe you're wearing heels again after a long time. And, you get home and you're like, wow, I haven't worn heels in a year. I'm barefoot right now, right? You don't even know that, but now you know that. But if I were to go into the office, I'd want to get dressed up because it's been a while. Or even just going out. Like people are going out now more, right? Things are opening up. And if you have those, fabulous shoes that you want to wear that, fashion over, over comfort, which I do tend to do. And then you get home and you're like, whoa, my feet. Again, apply it to your feet. And I do have like 2 pro tips. Popping this in the refrigerator is fabulous for summer, so then it's cooling when you're applying it. And then also, it is hot in many areas of the country right now, and it is summer, so it will be. So when you order your Relief Balm and you get it in the mail, I suggest, if you know it's been hot, pop that in the refrigerator, because since it is oil-based, it will melt, but it does not harm the integrity of the product whatsoever. It's just like coconut oil. If you have coconut oil in your cabinet in the summer, it tends to just be liquid. But then when it's not summer and it's not as hot, then it solidifies again. And that's the same thing that this will do. So I recommend doing that because often, especially every time I open it, I'm holding it like this. So if it has liquefied, we don't want it to spill on you. So definitely just pop it in the fridge. It'll be fine. Okay, so I think that's all I have right now, but I do have a question that I want to answer, and it's about traveling with the Relief Balm. You can absolutely travel within the United States with the Relief Balm. TSA says CBD products, perfectly fine. They will not take it from you. But if you are traveling internationally, I definitely suggest that you check with the country code, whatever rules, you don't want your CBD to be confiscated, going to another country. So that would be something that I would recommend. So I think, I guess I'm about out of time. I was going to try and answer some questions. But what I'm seeing is, yes. Okay. I see. Yeah. Tess, you're traveling. Across. I'm going to be traveling too soon. Oh, and also, you know what I do? I'm going to be traveling at the end of this week as well on a plane for the first time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on before I get in the plane, because what I tend to do, unfortunately, is I'll fall asleep in these bizarre positions, and then I get to my destination and I'm just kind of I'm not feeling that great. My neck is all out of whack. The other thing is when you do apply it, feel free to do some exercises, roll your neck around. That's really going to help. So I am about out of time. If you have any questions, you can definitely email us at dosage@eq.com, or you can DM us on Instagram. We love talking to you. We have a whole team of dosage specialists that love to talk to our members, just like I do. So feel free to make those dosage appointments so we can talk to you, and we can share the best way to use all of the products that you are using. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I encourage you to tune in next week for our next installment of EQ and You. Take care, and thank you so much for sharing everything you did. Bye-bye.